Am I recording? I'm recording. Fantastic. Lovely. Right. That's zipped up. That's zipped up. Oh, that's zipped up. What if I put my glove on the right hand? Hello everyone, welcome to my new YouTube channel. Hope you all are well. This is just a nice and short introduction video about what I plan on doing for this channel, and if I don't stick to that plan, then I don't. But the main theme will be me on my bike. And I just want to do basically a YouTube channel on learning. It'll be, and I think it'll be great if it comes from someone who has just recently passed. So I don't have my big bike license. I have in the UK what's an A2 license. So an A2 license restricts me to about 47 horsepower, I think it is. Or about, depending on the model, about 500 cc's. This bike I'm on is a Honda CB500F, and it is 47 horsepower, so it is the upper limit of what I can get for my age anyway. I am 22 years old, so I am restricted, and this is kind of the biggest I can get. I have been riding for about a year and 4 months. A year of that was on a 125, so I have very recently passed my A2 test, mod 1 and mod 2. It's the same as doing the A1. It's the exact same. I'm just restricted because of my age, which I do agree with, but anyway, I'm blethering on a wee bit. I was riding on a CVT. I had a Keyway RKV 125. I will put a photo of it up here so you can see. Very different to the style of bike I'm on now. Very, very different. But I remember when I was looking into getting into riding a bike, I saw one of them and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Just you wait, please. Thank you. Sorry, that junction's a nightmare. I saw one of them and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I want. So I saved up and I did it. I bought it. Done my CVT. I bought my bike before my CVT, which I know is a bit iffy, but I done it. Done my CVT and absolutely enjoyed it. I cannot remember for the life of me what I'd done my CBT on. I think it was a Lex Moto. It was a similar style to this, the naked bike. Quite upright compared to my 125. But I loved it. Fell in love with it. As soon as I sat on that bike, I loved every second of it. I remember our CBT instructor, who I did get on with really well, and he'd done my lessons before my mod 1 and mod 2. Me and him got on really well, and you know, we still message here and there, checking on each other. I actually do need to meet back up with him. But yeah, we did get on really well. And he done my CBT, and I remember he said to me and the other person who was doing their CBT at the time, he said, right, you guys seem really confident. Let's do a bit of normal kind of driving like this. I think this is one of the roads we went on during our CBT. He said, right, let's go out. And then he kind of, you know, got us to pull over, get used to comfortable to stopping and going and gear changing and get used to the clutch as you do. And he said to us, right, let's do a bit of country roads. So we did, and I think that's what made me genuinely really enjoy biking, was when we done that on a 125 through the country roads, obviously not getting up to speed because they couldn't. But I really enjoyed that. I'm going to go this way. I really enjoyed that, and it's kind of stuck with me ever since. That's one of the core memories that has stuck with me ever since. So I remember the day after my CVT, got my insurance sorted, got my tax sorted, and I went out, and I loved it. So the whole reason why I got a 125 was just to get me to point A and point B. But I have changed jobs since then, so I use my car more. I use my car every day. So I kind of stopped using the bike. So obviously through the 125 I met people, meet up with people, go on rides. It was fantastic. Although the people that I met, they all have bigger bikes. They're all a bit older than me. They've all got bigger bikes. They've all have much more experience, which is something I would 100% recommend to anyone starting out, is meet people. Try and connect with people, and because those people who have more experience will give you so much more tips and advice, and that's how you learn the quickest. Obviously making mistakes is still part of it. You learn from mistakes. Obviously I make mistakes every single day. I'm still learning from it. But then just going through the process of meeting people, sitting down with a coffee with them and just letting them go through all of their mistakes and how they learned from it, how they adapted to it, was fantastic. Anyway, chatting on a bit. So we would all go out, them on their 800s and upwards of 800s. Upwards of 800, I think. So me and my 125, I felt bad, because I felt like I was stopping them from riding, to their full bike's capabilities. I felt like I was stopping them. So I was thinking on it for ages. I was like, do I? And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I went back to the same guys that done my CVT. I was like, hey, do you have any availability? And they said, yeah, we'll do you on like a... So they said, oh, we don't do any lesson plans at the after the first lesson. We'll see how you enjoy it first, and we'll see how you get on, so we can make a plan personalised to you. So I went in for that first day. I think it was an hour and a half of a conversion. That was it. It was a conversion lesson. Ooh, bumpy. And I got in, believe it or not, this is the same make and model of bike that I done all my lessons on. More on that in a little bit. So I hopped on the bike, same colour actually as well. So I hopped on the bike, done my conversion lesson, and it was like, that's so much harder than I thought. Because it was. It was a lot harder than I thought. But I stuck at it. I didn't let that stop me. I thought to myself, it's a challenge, it's a new challenge. Let's take that and run with it. And I'm so glad I did. So glad I did. Because look at me now. Mod 1 I passed. Clean sheet. And then my mod 2 I had after my mod 1, so I didn't have any lessons between my mod 1 and mod 2. I just went for it. So I remember the morning of my mod 2, I done all my show me tell me questions. I done all the kind of information about carrying a pillion. I done all of that the morning of my mod 2. And I passed it with a clean sheet, no faults. Which I am obviously over the moon about. So here I am. Here I am. I am loving every second of it. So that was 4 months ago. and I've only been out 5 or 6 times on this bike. So this is a Honda CB500F, same bike I've done all my lessons on. Yeah, and I love it. It's exactly what I need it for, because as I was saying before, how I was looking at a bike that's still bigger but it keeps up with everyone. And this bike, to say, this bike is only for fun. The only reason why I have this bike is for fun. And boy does it give me it. It gives me so much joy. Because it's fantastic on fuel economy. Right now it's sitting on 76 miles per gallon. Cannot complain with that. It's got quite a bit of torque actually, I'm quite surprised at. And it just brings me so much joy. As I say, I am 22, so I have an A2 bike license. I don't know if I'm going to be moving up in 2 years time or by the time I'm 24. I don't know if I will, because this is why I have a bike. So I can go out, keep up with everyone and just put a good smile on my face. And it does it without a problem. So this channel's all about me sharing my riding experience as I learn. And this is something I've always wanted to do. Always wanted to, for as long as I can remember. I've always wanted to share my motorbike experience, and I'm so happy I get to be able to do it now. So happy. Thank you all for joining me on my first video. Welcome to my channel, and I do hope you stick around. Please do think about subscribing. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. It does help out so much. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.